Dear Grace, today's podcast will be a little different. Or technically, today's recording to you will be a little different. I'm on my way downtown where most of the comedy clubs are. It takes about a half hour by train to get there, and a half hour by train to get back, which is an hour, which if I record there and back, on and off, we'll have the podcast, and we'll see what happens at the comedy club I'm heading to. I should say I'm heading to it. I'm not necessarily heading into it, but I'm heading to where it would be on a Wednesday night. Only because the actual open mic's at 10:30 and I'm not quite sure I can stay up that late, so. I mean, I could, theoretically. But by 10:30 at night, I'm pretty tired. Maybe not tonight, who knows, we'll see. I'll read a little news while I wait for the train, and then we'll take a little pause. Russia, U.S. clash at UN over nuclear weapons in space. Wow. Actually, they're kind of idiots, if you think about it. Maybe not the nuclear weapon, but the nuclear capability. Someone can convert all those weapons into rockets. Then yeah, send them up to space. Train's here. I'll talk to you in a second. If it's a quiet train. If it's a noisy train, maybe not. Alright. Sorry for the continuation. There was an article about the nuclear weapons. Kind of loud where I'm at right now. Two ladies talking very loud. Cars. I may have to move. Is it just me or is that loud as fuck? Alright. Try this way. About the nuclear weapons. First off, both the US and Russia were idiots for ever creating that many bombs. That's obvious. And every country involved in creating bombs are a bunch of fucking idiots. And at one point, what they should have done is join together and just say, look, the amount of land we have right now is just fine. We don't want any more war in the world. We've got enough power to destroy the entire fucking world. So this is what we're gonna do. Whatever your country is right now, I mean, they could do this tomorrow technically, but they won't. Whatever your country boundaries are right now, that's what they are. And if anyone tries to invade another country, both the US and the Russia will bomb the fuck out of whoever invades anyone else, ever. And that's the deterrent you need. You take the two biggest superpowers, you threaten every single other fucking country in the world with force, deadly force. You want to send rockets over here, blow up people? Fine. We'll send in our rockets and blow the fuck out of you, and if that's not enough, we'll send in a nuke. It's just opinion. Sorry, Grace, I've been thinking about that one for a while. It's just so fucking stupid. And now they have all these nuclear weapons, so at least do something good with them. Give them to Elon Musk. Let him send them up into space, and he'll figure out what to do with them. Either he'll use them for fuel to get to Mars, he'll send it to Mars and nuke them and heat up the atmosphere, or he'll do whatever the fuck he wants. Just give them to him and let him do it. And then Russia and the US can still keep all their conventional weapons. The only thing is, who are they going to use them against? Who would be foolish enough to go up against Russia and the US together? Not even China's that fucking dumb. Anyways, Had to stand on the train on the ride downtown, so that's 30 minutes of standing up. I know I equate standing physically with standing on a stage. That's not the exact same thing, but sometimes standing up and talking for 30 minutes is harder than it looks, in my opinion. Anyways, back to the news. The evolving attitudes of Gen X towards evolution. I hope you can hear this, but if not, shit happens. Why do we care so much? What difference does it make? It makes almost zero difference in any single person's day-to-day life. Evolution. It's nothing more than a curiosity. Unless, of course, we want to get serious about it and find out if we can evolve past where we are now. But to do that, people would have to participate. Everyone's so concerned about their private data. A bit bitchy today, Grace. Researchers uncover kinky material alloy. Research. Man, it's noisy here. I would say it's like one big long applause break, but it's not. It's more like trying to fight through the crowd to get your words out. Researchers uncover kinky metal alloy that won't crack at extreme temperatures at the atomic level. Oh, here we go. Applause break. Researchers develop eggshell bioplastic pellet as a sustainable alternative to plastic. It's time to retire the term user. Hundreds of emperor penguin chicks spotted plunging off a 50-foot cliff in first-of-its-kind footage. Light stand still in deformed crystal. Light stands still in a deformed crystal. Wow, it's hard to talk over those two. I might move inside. Alright, I found a quieter spot. I'm not sure this is going to work or not. I'll try. Surviving Vancouver, global city's unlikely holdouts. BC tenants unknowingly move into house, read that yesterday. Hunting for elusive ice cube. Observes 7 potential law Tau neutrinos. Daniel Dennett, why civilization is more fragile than we realized. Probably wouldn't be fragile if we actually knew more about it. Because we sure do not know enough about the past. Civilization, history, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter. That Robots are going through a rare evolution. We read that yesterday. Don't care about heavy quarks. Researcher finds that wood frogs evolved rapidly in response to road salts. UK accused by Amnesty of deliberately destabilizing human rights globally. Earth's magnetic field formed before the planet's core study suggests. Earth's magnetic field formed before the planet's core study suggests. Still fucking noisy, but there's still another beeping sound. How robots are taking over warehouse work. Ramen. Estuaries and nurseries of the sea are disappearing fast. Advances in understanding the evolution of stomach loss in gastric fishes. We study a lot of shit. How much is useful? Who knows? Record electron temperatures for a small-scale shear fluid stabilized Z-pinch fusion device achieved. Finally. Bioluminescence first evolved in animals at least 540 million years ago, pushing back previous oldest. I feel like I can just fight for the mic. Alright. Here's when your weight loss will plateau, according to science. So much. I wrote you part of a letter earlier, Grace. I'll just read it out at the end of this. Holographic displays offer a glimpse into an immersive future. Recent home break-in leaves a Vancouver family in Fairview rattled. A new kind of experiment at the LHC could unravel quantum reality, where they crash together now. I'm serious about those nuclear weapons, so give them all to Leon. Or Elon. Either of them. How evolution has optimized the magnetic sensor in birds. See, that evolution we can figure out. Can't figure out our own evolution. An unapproved lubricant forces Elon Musk to recall all Cybertrucks. An unapproved lubricant. There's a sex joke in there somewhere. Contrarian doctor is a good choice to lead COVID-19 data review, Alberta Premier says. Contrarian doctor? You mean a doctor that doesn't have a big ass fucking ego? Nuclear fusion experiment overcomes two key operating hurdles. Astrophysics work toward unification of turbulence framework, weak to strong transition discovered. A NASA rover has reached a promising place to search for fossilized life on Mars. Like NASA would ever fucking report that. On a Crucial's earning call, Musk reminds the world Tesla is a tech company, even if I'm kidnapped by kidnapped by aliens tomorrow. Tesla will solve autonomy. See, first he says he doesn't believe in aliens, now it's all about the aliens. Scared shitless. Probably came visit him last night. Here's 7 ways to flirt more confidently and successfully. That's what I need. Alright, just give me 1 to 7, please. Oh my god, this is long-winded. Make eye contact with 7 people. Smile at 5 people. Say hi to 3 people. Ask 2 people an innocent question or for help. Flirt with at least 1 person. A deadline. I'll give myself a deadline to get on stage.
उसके बाद तो हम कम्युनिकेटर जो मेरे साथ एक कैलकाटा से था में लगातार से उसको तो रखा नहीं था वो मेरे को टेक्स्ट कर देता था.
Unprecedented images reveal jaw-dropping features of Jupiter's tortured moon. What is changing about Canada's capital gains tax and how does it impact me? They're still going on about that. AI-generated videos evolving beyond glitchy to become cinematic and hard to spot. Yeah, there's going to be a backlash on that, I guarantee you. People are not going to go to the movie theater and pay for a completely AI-generated movie. That's my bet. But, on the other hand, it's great for content creators to create documentaries and shit like that that are more interesting. And just imagine all this shit people could put on YouTube with good AI. But as far as movies, I don't think so. But if I'm wrong, doesn't matter. Public Mobile's $29, 20 gigabyte 4G plan returns as competitors jack prices. Guide to the best bakeries in Vancouver, according to our readers. Ontario customer slams new soggy plastic-free lids at Tim Hortons. Fucking Tim Hortons. Jeez, they just cannot get it straight. They're calling me. I can come in for a little consultation. Show those guys what they need to do. I'm just saying, Grace. They probably won't call. RCMP may call for threatening Tim Hortons, but fuck the RCMP and fuck Tim Hortons. It's called free speech, fuckers. 10 dead as floods wreak havoc in Kenyan capital. Rudy Giuliani calls Colombia protesters terribly misguided people. Says President Micho Safik is hateful. Israeli says forces carrying out offensive action in South Lebanon. U.S. rushes ammo, key military supplies to Ukraine. You know, the thing about this Ukraine war is just, well, I guess I don't have a TV, so that's why I don't really see it. I was going to say, the footage is, footage on YouTube is interesting, to say the least. Here are 4 ways Canadians can get more out of their next vacation. What's a vacation, Grace? Can you explain that to me? Am I retired? Am I forcibly retired? Am I on permanent vacation? Because a vacation is when you don't work, and I'm not working, so what is it? No answer? Metro Vancouver Walmart left with trash products, empty shelves after fire. I think it's kind of expected after a fire. What can we expect?
एक्सटेंशन गारंटी वाला सीन है फिर वो 2-2 साल का देते जाएंगे बट यार नहीं देते
Canadian trunk removal companies reveal scariest items it's ever found. They've ever found, but eight new teams named Utah's NHL franchise appears to be considering. A brand new baby name cracked the top 10 list in Alberta last year. Oh, let's see what it is. David. Noah, Liam, Oliver, Theodore, Jack, Henry, Lucas, Benjamin, James, and William. None of those are new, but some have been longer than others. Noah, that's a little interesting. Let's see what the girls got here. The girls' names show similar pattern with Olivia, Amelia. Have you ever listened to the album Amelia, Grace? I called it an album. Back in my day, that's what we had. Your day barely had CDs. And our kids will have quantum internet. Someone gets off their fucking ass and invents it. Lazy fucking scientists. I hate them all, Grace. Amelia by Mimi Webb. Listen to it, Grace. You'll love it. With Olivia, Amelia, Sophia, Charlotte, Emma, Isla, Evelyn, Chloe, Violet, Ava, Emily, Anna, Hazel being the top girl baby names last night. Top girl names. Don't really have to say baby. Getting a little fussy now. Forgot where I stopped that other recording, but shortest flight out of Toronto, so pointless. Googly actually suggests a train. 98-year-old Vancouver home sold for nearly $1 million over asking price. All the way Albertans will receive extra cash this summer. Nice. D. Smith was so touched by reputation he got from. Try that again. D. Smith was so touched by reception he got from a Canucks fan. Airlines in the U.S. must now issue automatic refunds for delayed flights. Fights? Yes. Every time they delay a fight, they have to give a refund. Airlines in the U.S. I don't want to read it. What's going on here? Photographer sues Morgan Freestallion, claiming he was unfairly fired. Olivier, I still haven't learned how to pronounce his name, but I won't. Olivier visits convoy camp, claims Trudeau is lying about everything. Former stamp Peter Sean Lennon suspended indefinitely by CFL for betting on games. Yeah, that's probably not a good thing. Coke, Pepsi, top listed global counts of plastic waste. Property owners to be reimbursed $150K over Winnipeg firms' deceptive dealings. Court sentences Iranian dissident rapper Tonjai Sali to death. Summerside facing challenges of growth, says mayor in State of the City address. Alberta enacts fire restriction as wildfire conditions grow extreme. No more foam parties without meeting conditions, health unit tells nightclub. A Ford Mustang Mach-E in this winter Ontario lab is being driven from Germany. I'm at Starbucks on Hornby Street. Are you familiar with that one, Grace? Hornby Street. Scientists discover Uranus. I mean, come on. Scientists discover Uranus may be full of a lot more methane than previously thought. I mean, I just couldn't resist. I would have done the same. Billie Eilish. Explaining the meaning behind the song that revealed she wanted to sleep with women. Probably wanted more. Pilot's heartbreaking final words before deadliest plane crash that killed all 105 passengers on board. What was this? Cheerleader stripped of valedictorian honors and could lose scholarship after miscalculation. What did a cheerleader miscalculate? What the fuck, are they calculating it manually or something? Their GPA isn't in a fucking computer? Yeah, I don't know, Grace. Saudi Arabia's 1 trillion giga project. The line is looking for investors after decreasing in size. They thought they got the investors before they started it, but best chase sequence ever filmed was made on custom-built $202.5 million highway, which was destroyed afterwards. I read about that one time, a long time ago. Cybertruck gets smashed by semi-truck trailer, but everyone is saying the same thing. It's only 80,000? That doesn't sound too bad. I'm gonna find another spot, Grace. Talk to you in a minute. Alright, Grace got a new quiet spot. Alright. We'll redo this one. Cybertruck gets smashed by semi-truck, but everyone is saying the same thing. Once in a lifetime exploding star could soon be visible. NASA predicts. Murder suspect makes deathbed confession, leading police to disturbing discovery. Now that's the one that I don't understand. Grace. Okay, there's a girl running in a all-out sundress and very yellow shoes. I should record her, but I'm too lazy to turn on the camera. Murder suspect makes deathbed confession, leading police to disturbing discovery. Yeah, why don't more people make deathbed confessions? Yeah, just confess while you're still alive. Trout becomes first in majors to reach 10 home runs, but Orioles hold off Angels. Canadian minister intervenes in anti-pipeline activist deportation. Rescued rats taught to drive tiny cars with help of BC owners. BC couple's unusual new hobby. That sounds better than BC owners. Here are 4 ways Canadians can get more out of their next vacation. Canadian, we did all those ones. We did those, blah, blah, blah. What's going on here? I'm not sure if I should go to that comedy club or not. One that does the Wednesday nights. That back alley was a little sketchy. Would you go to the comedy club, Grace, that has no sign and you enter through the back alley of one of the most dangerous streets in Vancouver? It's not really dangerous, but that sounds better. Or one of the sketchiest streets in Vancouver. How about that? I don't think Vancouver's dangerous at all, not even on that street. But it does seem kind of weird. We'll see. I'm not going tonight anyways, but maybe tomorrow. Tonight we'll see. Maybe at 10:30 I'll try. See if I can talk at 10:30. So we've got less noise, but we do have some seaplanes. We'll make that the applause break. Pretty lame though. Playing Mario Brothers is helping tech experts solve major software glitches. I'd say taken off. Playing Mario Brothers is helping tech experts solve major software glitches. I would say playing any video game helps any programmer help solve any issue. Playing games and sleeping. There are 2 things that would solve my programming dilemmas. Lonely parents, despite busy family lives, most moms and dads feel isolated. I don't know. This is better because I get to listen to people's conversations as they walk by. And I can talk loud when they're not walking by. Best of all worlds. I will say though, it's a little cold out here. I may have to start walking. What are the 5 best chocolate chip cookies? Take all 5, combine them together with a bowl of ice cream, and that's the best. That's what Dwight Schrute would say. Scientists create programmable artificial cells that mimic living cells. About fucking time. Scientists. Devastating tree virus threatens world chocolate supply. Ooh, that would be a problem for you, Grace, won't it? Dietitian breaks down how struggling parents can get picky kids to eat healthy. Right, that plane provided a decent applause break and a little cough fit. A little cold out here, but we'll figure this out. You have to walk and talk. Big goals drive success. Study finds if you can dream it, you can be it. So if I dream of being a comedian, I can be it. I didn't dream last night of being a comedian, Grace, but I did dream of not taking any shit. Which is probably a big part of being a comedian. Don't take shit, and as Joe Rogan says, don't read the comments. Scientists discovered hidden oases of What are the 5 best elliptical machines according to fitness experts? I don't think the machine is actually the problem. Any machine will work. Alright, let's find some Google News. Arizona grand jury files criminal charges over 2020 election schemes. Jew says good luck to Saskatchewan Premier in carbon price spat. 2 new projects funded $57,000 in gaming grants. Another casino. 59-year-old BC man wanted for 6 counts of theft. Michael Taub, why Canadian banks should avoid halal mortgages at all costs. Province determines more than 4. The planes aren't as annoying as that beeping thing. Province determines more than 40 medical clinics advertising membership fees. KATL claims new grid battery will experience no degradation in first 5 years. Disgraced former Kelowna social worker living with sister while on day parole. There, I gave you a little show while we waited for the plane to settle the fuck down. UK tabloids abuzz with Canadians' Loch Ness monster photo. Anne Heche's estate cannot pay over $8 million in debt, Sun says. This posh cruise sails from Vancouver to the Caribbean island for a steal. You want to go on a cruise to the Caribbean islands, Grace? This is for a steal. That looks like fun. Sunday, September 29th. Alright, gotta remember to buy some tickets. To be fair, comedy outside wouldn't be too bad because I breathe better outside, especially when it's this cold. Millions of education dollars missing for kids of temporary residents, Burnaby School Board. Family-friendly Japanese festival in Burnaby this weekend. Celebrate cherry blossoms. Yeah, too bad they're all gone. I left it like 2 weeks ago to work in the planning. Just saying. Woman found not guilty of causing disturbance during alleged rant at North Van sushi shop owner. Everyone wants to fucking rant these days. That's all we want to do. Everyone is pissed off and angry. Bolivar will do anything to win. Must condemn Alex Jones' endorsement, Trudeau. Freedom of speech is just gone. Say anything, they jump all over it. Signs of spider phenomenon on Mars. Not even gonna bother with that one. Solar balconies are booming in Germany. Here's what you need to know about the popular home tech. Yeah, that makes sense. Put solar panels on your railings. To be fair, it doesn't matter if the panels are pointing all the way up. As long as they're in contact with the sun part of the day. And they're cheap enough, why not? I know, it sounds too logical. I burned for it. Connects Miller's savior shot to step up in playoffs. New Peggy Cove's bylaw brought in amid complaints of unfairness. Have you been to Peggy's Cove, Grace? Just gonna keep asking that every time I need to fill space. Space being time. Nova Scotia Power estimates scaled down version of Atlantic Loop to cost about $700 million. China's Tiangong space station damaged by debris strike report. Council tenant smoking fines, BC Strata told. Ontario scrapping sick notes to cut down on doctors' paperwork. Well, that's great. Less information. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm wrong. They were right. That's a good idea. Scrap the fucking sick notes. I'd say give them a certain number of paid work days, or paid sick days. But you can take more sick days, you just don't get paid. Now, if you're taking 3 sick days every week, obviously that's a issue, but these are problems that can be solved. Fucking idiots. Probably shouldn't say that, but missing dog likely died in fall. Sorry. Missing dog likely died in fall. North Shore Rescue. I can only read it in this voice, Grace. That's it. This is my reading voice, and my other voice is my speaking voice. And the transcript will confirm that. Local leaders in HVAC building. Local leaders in HVAC, building automation and electrical. Kimco Control celebrates 40 years of people, passion, technology. To be fair, I can't really trust writers because they just write whatever shit makes whoever they're writing for look good. Could be the worst fucking company in the world, you don't know. Never trust a writer, Grace. Never. Trust a comedian, but not a writer. Unless he's also a comedian, then it's okay. These planes come in at a pretty good angle. I should video this for you, but I'd like to see one of them nosedive without anyone getting hurt, of course. We'll have to do that one day. Spanish company Halo Space plans to offer space glamping by 2026. That's pretty close. I would say space, but anti-grav camping. 10 sections of Ontario Highway will see speed limits increase to 110 kilometers an hour. That's not that fast. New Bombardier Mach corporate logo pays tribute to record-setting flight. Calgarians are losing it after Tim Hortons sells Oiler donuts in the city. Oh my God. Albertans know that the rivalry between Calgary Flames... Sorry, I'm going to do a little sarcastic reading here. I lived in Alberta, Grace, so that allows me to make fun of it. That's how it works for comedians. As long as you've been there or lived there, then you can make fun of there. As long as you identify as something, you can make fun of it. Calgarians are losing it after Tim Hortons sells Oiler donuts in the city. Any Albertan knows that the rivalry between the Calgary Flames and Edmonton Oilers runs deep. And now Tim Hortons, those fuckers, have been caught in the crossfire. One ex-user in Calgary joked that he was boycotting his local Tim's after he spotted Oilers-themed donuts being sold. I wonder if they have their fucking toilets open. It is certainly an interesting choice to serve up donuts dressed with the Oilers logo in Cowtown of all places, and it's got a lot of people talking. I do feel you, because if the situation were reversed with Edmonton Tim Hortons selling Flames donuts, I'd be pretty upset, one person responded. Blaine seems to think that was pretty funny. Alright, that was a long applause break, but I wouldn't buy a Flames one if the roles were reversed, Annette added. Others came up with some alternative uses for the donuts. Let's guess. I think they're meant for throwing, one person responded. That it? Although, as with all good rivalries, many Oilers fans couldn't help but get a few jabs in. I'm sure you could ask the province for some money to make a better team, one user replied. Province can fix their water problem too. It might be a few years before Tim Hortons sells Flame donuts, another added, or Flames playoff donuts, another added. Good burn. Look at all the stuff I'm missing on X here. I could be laughing my ass off all day long. Instead, what do I do? Talk to my phone in the park. For an hour a fucking day. Which isn't enough. Kelowna's Most Wanted, Crime Stoppers. Claude 3 Opus has stunned AI research with its intellect and self-awareness. Does this mean it can think for itself? Nope. Elon Musk insists Tesla isn't a car company as sales falter. I don't know if we read that one about No, we missed that one about Elon. Elon responded to Australia, but missed that one. REM expansion into day metronome. 2 Vancouver watering holes make a list of North America's 50 best bars. Sounds like they made the list. Just saying. RCMP calling him a sex trafficking ringleader. He wants an apology and $100 million. Good luck. Share of electricity generated by fossil fuels in Great Britain drops to record low. I'd really like to know if you look at this screen or not, Grace. But BC walks tightrope between climate goals and affordability. Company develops technology to harness boundless energy source within ocean. Here's why. Don't really need a reason, but thanks. Bad welcome to Canada. White Rock stabbing victim's wife angered by apparent random attack. True, not many random attacks. Bird flu outbreak in cattle may have begun months earlier than thought. Lottery winner chooses massive lump sum over $25,000. Or $25,000 a year for life. Scientists have captured the world's first X-ray of a single atom in remarkable discovery. I already read that one. Psychologist shares 5 benefits of making the minimalist switch. Wow, this should be interesting. I think I'm pretty sure I'm as minimalist as could possibly be. I think if you can get your entire life down to one backpack, you're a minimalist. That's my definition, Grace. I write about the world of psychology. In a world that often glorifies abundance and consumption, a new trend has taken hold: minimalism. At first glance, it might seem like just a stylish way to declutter your home, but the roots of minimalism run much deeper. I don't think this is sarcastic enough. From a psychological perspective, our physical homes are often analogous. Can't say it. To From a psychological perspective, our physical homes are often analogus to inner worlds, and when our physical space is in disarray, our mental space is often too. Physical clutter can be a constant reminder of disorganization. It can spill over into our minds and more easily than we might consider. Actually, I was so busy reading that I didn't actually pay attention. Yeah, I guess it. Yeah, I get it. I agree. More shit you got going on in your life, more shit you got going on in your head. Got nothing going on in your life, and then you're like me, got nothing going on in your head. The clean blank slate, waiting for grace. If you think the minimalist lifestyle is nothing but a fad, consider a psychologist's take on its benefits, how quickly they can be reaped. You might just change your mind. The link between minimalism and well-being. Minimalism has emerged as a lifestyle choice characterized by low consumption, voluntary simplicity, and an intentional reduction in material possessions. People who embrace this lifestyle tend to shun excessive acquisition and opt for behaviors like thrifting and pro-ecological practices, all while seeking to live more meaningfully. It's true, except for I'm not all that ecological. I wouldn't call myself green, Grace. Research from the Journal of Applied Positive Psychology aimed to explore the impact of minimalism. I go, because I don't know if any psychology is positive. They fucking learn to cure just one fucking thing in the DSM-5. Is it that fucking hard? I really should just put in earbuds, because then it just looks like I'm talking to a person. Of course, probably people don't really talk like this on the phone too much. Who knows? You tell me, Grace. This is true. Rather than accumulating items, blah, 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 but I'm going to swear by the fact that... Goddamn rights. I have everything I need to live on my body at all times, or my one backpack. Everything at my room means nothing. Autonomy, yes. Competence, yes. Mental space, tons of it. Awareness, not so much. Positive emotions. Eventually. Minimalism doesn't just represent a shift in lifestyle. In reality, it can offer much more than a physical organization to save those committed to a transformative journey towards greater well-being and more meaningful, contented living. Alright, I'm getting too cold out here. I'll give you one last view of the water. And then time to move. This is almost a day in the life of Dave, Grace. At least an hour's worth of it. Next time, Grace, I hope you're here with me. Talk to you tomorrow.